Hey everybody, it's your teacher, your garden teacher, Mr. Swanson. Thanks for joining me today. Everyone got a little paper bag with their packets for 2021 distance learning springtime semester. In your garden packets, you got a bag of soil, 6 little pots, and a little packet of seeds. I got eggplant. So today we're going to learn how to start planting our spring and summertime plants. We do it about this time every year. So by the time they're ready to put in the soil, they've grown in our little pots, a couple inches or so. The way we usually do it is we'll put them in these trays. We've got this dome. We set them on these heated pads, but you'll have to find something at your house, a little tray or a plate or something. I got this tray at Tuk Tuk Thai. Tuk Tuk Thai is very delicious. You're gonna need a little trowel or a spoon to fill up the pots, and maybe look for a little stick to help planting the seeds. All right, I'm gonna show you how to do it. Right. Let's fill up our pots now. Grab your trowel. Okay. I like to do it over the bag so I don't spill too much of the soil. You should work in a place where you can make a little bit of a mess, like I'm doing, and you can clean it up later. Now, I filled it almost to the top, but I'm gonna give it a little tap so it falls down a little bit. It's not quite to the top. It's about the width of your 3rd grade finger from the top of the pot to the top of the soil. That's what we're gonna plant in. All right, I'm gonna fill them all up. All right, I got all my pots full. I found this little stick that I'm gonna use to make my hole. So open up your seed envelope very carefully, right? These are really small. Everyone got very similar seeds. Tomatoes, eggplant, ground cherry, which is kind of like a tomatillo. I'm excited to see what those do. But they're little seeds. You've probably seen them in peppers and chilies that you've had at home. Anyway, there should be enough to put 2 in each of your pots. Now, I don't like to make my hole with my finger. I see a lot of kids do this. Dunk. They put their finger down and they smash down the soil. That's not necessarily a good start for a seed, so I find a little stick or something and I wiggle the soil aside and make a hole that way. Now, because these seeds are so small, we don't want to plant them too deep. We should do it 3 times, more or less, as wide as the seed is. Okay? So I made a hole like that big. Pretty small, like 1/4 of an inch or less. Put your little seed in hole number 1, hole number 2. Very gently cover it up. Maybe give it a little pat. Like that. And do that 6 times for your 6 pots. Okay? And when it's all ready, that's when we water it. So I've got this huge watering can. Might be a little more than I need. I can use a little one like this, but just make sure the stream of the water doesn't really smash down the soil. So I gave them a good watering there. Now you'll see some soil will accumulate in your tray. We don't want too much water down there. A little bit is natural, of course, but if it's too much, it's not a good environment for the seeds to start. All right. So that's it. I want you to keep watering those plants maybe once a day. And even if you have a little spray bottle with water, give them a little mist in the evening. It's so dry here, we have to water them a lot. Just make sure that your tray's not full of water. And in about 10 days, maybe, less if you're lucky, probably be more, you'll see little sprouts coming up. Maybe you won't. There's a lot of factors involved. It might be the seed, it might be the soil, it might be where you put it, it might be the way you water it. So they're not all gonna pop up. That's why we plant 2. But if you get 2 coming out of there, let them grow. Eventually we'll choose which one of the 2 in your pot you're gonna wanna keep, and then we'll thin the other one. All right. If you have any questions, please ask me anytime. And I'll check in with you later to see how it's going. I'll show you how my little tray of seedlings are going. And until then, I can't wait to see how it all goes. Bye, everybody.